A single guitar note trembles in the night market air. People pass, distracted, yet one listener freezes. Why would a nurse, exhausted from her shift, stop for this fragile sound? Because sometimes healing begins not with medicine, but with one unfinished song. Stay here. You'll want to hear how silence can fracture and how one note can mend. Luca sat on a low stool, scarf pulled tight, fingers brushing worn strings. His tip jar stayed nearly empty. Around him, vendors called, lanterns flickered, frying oil hissed. He wanted one thing, to play without breaking mid-song. Every night fatigue clawed him, and his hand trembled at the halfway point. Tonight, he promised, he'd finish one piece all the way through. Across the stalls, Noor walked slowly, thermos in hand. She didn't seek music, she sought a moment of stillness. A micro goal, find one seat, sip once, not collapse before dawn. Luca began softly. Chords fragile as paper. The melody rose, then faltered. Fingers stiff, he stopped halfway. Voices drowned him. He shut his eyes. Again, he whispered. He lifted his hand, tried restarting. Strum. His thumb scraped wrong. The tune cracked. Vendors shook their heads, moving on. He bit his lip. Meanwhile, Noor paused. She felt the fracture inside the music like the fracture in her own chest after a long night. She didn't leave. She stepped closer. Naya skipped past, backpack bouncing, sketchbook clutched. She stopped, eyes wide at Luca's guitar. "Why'd you stop?" she asked, loud enough for nearby stalls to hear. Luca flushed. "My hand slips," he admitted. Nia opened her sketchbook, revealing quick pencil lines. A guitar with a big, bold checkmark square beside it. "Then mark it finished," she said. The square glared at him, daring him. Noor sipped from her thermos, her breath fogging. She whispered, "Finish one. Just one." Luca caught her eyes across the crowd. Steady, soothing. He felt a surge like current in wires. Noise blurred. Lantern light softened. He lifted the guitar again, slower this time. One inhale, one exhale. Noor mirrored him, breath slow. Nia drew another square. For a heartbeat, the market grew silent in his ears. Just one note mattered. He strummed, it rang clean. He smiled faintly, but halfway, the old tremor returned. His pick slipped. A sour chord broke the spell. Groans from the crowd. He almost dropped the guitar, ready to pack up. Then Noor, voice calm but firm, called, "Play it through, even broken." The twist landed. The goal wasn't perfection. The goal was finish. Luca blinked. Nia raised her sketchbook, adding a second ticked square. "Show up," she chirped. He steadied his hand, pushed past the crack. The melody wobbled, then held. The song carried on, shaky but alive. Rain began to drizzle lightly over the market roof. Vendors covered fruit, steam hissed from woks. Luca played louder, drowning the patter. His scarf dampened, his fingers raw, but he didn't stop. Noor closed her eyes, each cord loosening the knot in her chest. For the first time that night, her breath deepened without force. Luca struck the last chord. It quivered, then settled into silence. He had finished. Finished not flawless, but whole. Nia clapped wildly, sketchbook waving. Noor lifted her thermos toward Luca in quiet salute. Luca exhaled, shoulders dropping. He looked at the near-empty tip jar, but his chest felt full. He packed slowly, but the tune still hummed in the night air. Noor walked away lighter. Luca touched the guitar neck, whispering, "One song at a time." I choose to finish, even if imperfect. Tonight, Luca proved something. Healing doesn't wait for perfection. It begins the moment we dare to finish what trembles in our hands. Luca found it in one shaky song, Noor carried it in one deep breath. What about you? Will you finish even if the note cracks? Stay, subscribe, and let's finish these songs of healing together. In a world spinning faster each day, old definitions fade like distant echoes. Motivation English Stories exists to bring you quiet strength through stories. Simple moments that inspire, help you grow, and let you practice English while shaping a better life. We walk with those who dare to change, who refuse to be left behind. Because life will not wait. So, will you let the current decide your fate? Or will you rise, write your own chronicle, and master the story of your tomorrow? Starting now,